Alright, let's try this again. Good afternoon, everyone. Alright, Nathalie. Nathalie had just given a speech about how she demonstrated the process of batik. And how I'm going to evaluate this, I will talk about things that I like about your speech, and I would also give you recommendations on how you can improve on your demonstration part. Now, the two things that I really like about your demonstration is, number one, the purpose is very clear. Now, what do you mean by the purpose is very clear? In the beginning, I think within the first 1 minute, you explain to us that batik is not just only a design, it's a process. And I think it lightens us up a little bit, it gives us an interest. Because demonstration talk sometimes can be very dull, can be very boring, but the moment you get our attention in the beginning, first minute, I thought it was like, oh, I thought it was only the first shirt was batik, but in fact both of them were batik. So it's actually about the process. So you get our attention. That was a very great opening. Second thing that I like is that it's hard for us to imagine, it's hard for us to visualize how the process actually went through. From using the tools, the equipments to put or to stamp on the design onto it. So the short video actually helped for us to understand where you come from. So it set a solid foundations for the demonstrations to follow. So these are the two things that I've done. I think you've done well in your demonstration talk. Now, to look into how to further make this into a more impactful demonstrations, right? The first thing is actually props. I felt like your props is not giving you a lot more points on this. I think it's taking away yourself from the audience. Imagine it's coming onto the stage, you have your props, you have your shirt holding onto it, you're kind of handicapped. You can't really use proper body gestures, can't properly use your hands to demonstrate what you want to talk about. So you're holding onto it. So why not, if you're using that, get someone else, get a model up to hold on to the props for you, so that you can have full attentions with your audiences. So that's number one. Number two, the visual aids, which is the slides that you're using, which I mentioned, helps you, but it's also a double-edged sword in this case. Because I felt like a lot of the process can be demonstrated or can be explained through the video, which means that the breakdown of the processes was not as important as the video already. It seems like the video sums up everything. So when I look at the video, I felt like, oh, this is how the process is going to be like. So what else can Nathalie give us in terms of explanation or gives me more information about the process, which I cannot understand from the video. So in this sense, the video overtakes you as the main character on the stage. And third, which is the most important thing, is I think if you want to make a demonstration talk into a more impactful one, you should establish your credibility in the beginning of the speech itself. You have the credibility, which is you run family business in making batik. I think you should explicitly say that out in the beginning so that we know that. And you can tell us, like, based on your own experience of running a batik business, these are the usual misconceptions. Number one, people believe that, why is the batik so expensive? It's just a piece of cloth. But I want to explain to you why it's expensive, because it's labor intensive. Number two, people say that, it's just about the design. No, I want to tell you it's more the design, it's a technique, and even more, it's a culture thing. So let me demonstrate to you. So in that way, you build your credibility, we want to listen to you, and showing that video does not take all the attention away from you, because that visual is an aid to you and not the main character. So all in all, I think objective-wise, you've made the objective. What I look forward to in the future is I hope this can become a more solid demonstrations. It can go up to 15-20 minutes, and it can become one of the company demonstrations talk through the audience or to the public as well. So well done, and I think everyone, let's give a big round of applause.